An underwater pyramid found in China may have been built before the last ice age. We shouldn't be surprised. We have the Yonaguni underwater structures found about 70 feet under the surface of the water off the South Japan coast, not far from China, obviously. Now, the continued research on the ancient discoveries has always stunned the archaeologists who are trying hard to collect information about previous civilizations on Earth. The Egyptian-type pyramids are found around the world and share a link between different cultures that existed thousands of miles from each other. Since the 20th century, amazing ancient artifacts have been discovered underwater that include lost cities and pyramids. In 1992, an experienced diver named Zhen Wei from China discovered handcrafted flagstones and stone strips at the bottom of Fujian Lake in the Yunnan province. Yunnan, of course, being supposedly ancient Greeks who were there. Now, Zhen accidentally discovered the large pyramid and a lost sunken city that supposedly belonged to the ancient Yunnan civilization during the Han Dynasty, 206 BC to 220 AD. Let's remember that Alexander the Great did go to China. He reached the ends of the coast of China and reached the Pacific Ocean. His generals even constructed a pillar there saying King Alexander reached up to here. Alexander even went to the Taklamakan Desert of China to receive something like an advanced ancient weapon like the lightning rod of Zeus at the Taklamakan Desert, supposedly brought to him by an Atlantean from Hyperborea. Now, the Fujian Lake, Alexander the Great lived about 330 BC. The Fujian Lake covers an area of 212 square kilometers stretching throughout Zhenjiang, Jianchuan, and Huaning counties in the Yunnan province. The lake has a depth of 155 meters, which makes it the deepest lake in the Yunnan province, and besides, it's the third deepest freshwater lake in China. Zhen heard the legends about the lake, that the people could see an impression that resembled a city under the lake, under the water. When they were standing high in the mountains, they saw that this was down there. Did he discover an ancient lost city? To get the assurance, he dove 35 times underwater and explored the lake's bottom, and after surveying, he called the experts from Yunnan province. Ancient astronauts geologist theorist Giorgio Tsoukalos said what he saw was quite extraordinary. Handcrafts, limestones, roads, buildings, and it's as if he had discovered an underwater city. And the clearest evidence of dwellings at the bottom of the lake, it was built when there was not even a lake, and that would mean we're talking about time before the last ice age. After the ice melted, of course, the water levels increased. Now, in the early 2000s, the Chinese submarine archaeology team conducted an investigation under Fujian Lake and concluded that the underwater site had two large buildings that were built on huge stone slabs, similar to Mayans, a colossal-like structure, and another structure that resembled a pyramid. We do have pyramids in China, but this one here has been found under the water. The pyramids at the bottom of Fujian Lake was built of huge stone slabs with mysterious engravings. It seemed to be even more advanced than Egyptian pyramids. Epoch Times writes, among the many engraved stones, one stone has attracted particular attention. On the top right of the stone is carved a small circle surrounded by 7 radial lines resembling the sun. On the left side of the stone is carved a similar circle, but with only 4 radial lines. Experts believe the sun-like symbol on the stones is very rare and could even be older than 1,800 years. It would be impossible to install such blocks without special equipment, as well as to bring them to their existing form. The top of the 2 steps was lined with sandstone, therefore collapsed. The stronger limestone foundation survived and was found there. Sonar technique showing that the city covers an area of 10.8 million square feet. It was said that the pyramid might be as old as the Egyptian pyramids and taller than some of them. Archaeologists managed to find out that the massive blocks have a bonding composition with each other, reminiscent of cement. There are no gaps between the huge stone blocks. Chinese researchers also discovered some handmade stone artifacts such as clay pots beneath the lake. From the carbon dating method, the sunken city was estimated to be 1,750 years old. It's assumed that the underlake structures are constructed by the Dian people who were good at metalworking. As the Han dynasty expanded towards Yunnan province, the ancient Dian kingdom assimilated into it and disappeared around 109 BC. Ancient astronaut theorists suggest that the lake could be the base for UFOs. There's a legend behind Fuxian Lake, according to a book titled Chen Jiangfuzi, written during the reign of Emperor Daiguang. A flying horse-like animal that lived in the lake, described as white with red spots on its back. More intriguingly, it was a creature that could actually take to the skies. This suggests that it may have been a part USO, a part UFO. A disc-like shaped UFO was even seen by a fisherman named Zhang Yuxiang at the lake that rose from underwater on October 24th, 1991. He described the UFO as a shiny disc that tossed his boat by creating strong waves into the water. After this amazing underwater discovery of pyramids and cities, a lot of questions have arisen. Who built that city? Why is there no record of it in ancient Chinese texts? And what happened to its inhabitants? It's possible that the city existed before the last ice age. And this is on Hows and Whys by Vicky Verma. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Please support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.